It's the one and only 5D attraction, and I'm back with some powerful information that you're only gonna get from here. You know what I mean? We drop it from the 5D and above when it comes to this information. That's where we bring it down from. And with that being said, the problem is, you know what I mean, is that you value what you don't have too much. That's a big problem with the guys out there. It's one of the biggest reasons why men have fallen to such a low level and why women don't have any men to admire um, in this day and age in a lot of cases. You know what I mean? Because you care too much and you value, it's not even care, you value too much the things that you don't have. And you don't value the things that you do have enough. That measurement determines how you carry yourself. If you see someone that's confident, that believes in themselves, that's powerful, they value characteristics within themselves. That's the whole goal of building character. You build character so that you have internal values and aspects about yourself that you can be proud of. So when you step into the field, you know what I mean? You can move like a king. You can have expectation. You don't need it. Look, if this girl's pretty and she don't want to talk to me, whatever. You know why it's whatever? Because at the end of the day, um, I value what I have more than what she has. Because whatever she has, which is beauty, I mean, but beauty is everywhere. Beauty is abundant. You know what I mean? There's so many beautiful people. Go on the internet right now, you see them all day. Step outside. If you live in a city or in a decently populated area, they're everywhere. So what I notice is what you don't have, you're chasing. You feel like you need to fulfill something. You feel as though you need to, you know, get what they have. And the whole time while you're doing that, you're forgetting what you got. Begin to shine a light on your values. Understand the value you have. Understand, you have to deeply understand the value you have, because that is going to be the anchor that's going to stop you from chasing. That's going to stop you from feeling less than and feeling like you got to get somebody else to feel whole. You got to understand you were given gifts. There's certain things that you have. And even though you might not, like for a lot of the guys out there, women don't understand. There's guys that live a life where they never get a compliment. You know, there's guys that live a life. Most of us. I don't know the last time I got a compliment from a woman, like walking up and saying, you know, you're handsome or something. It has happened, but the energy is so geared toward going towards women that as a man, a lot of the time you can feel as though you're nothing, uh, and that they have the value that you got to get, and that's not the case. Because to be honest, their value is nothing. Like when I look at it, like, oh, she got a big butt. Who cares what I got to do with me? That's not paying my bills. Who cares? There's plenty of girls that got that. What is that going to do for me? It's just there. Like the only value it has when it comes to their breast, their ass, whatever, is if you're having sex with them. Outside of that context, what is it? I mean, it gets people to look, right? Okay. But think about your value. Think about integrity. Think about responsibility. Think about going after your goals and your dreams. Think about the business ventures you're building. Because that's how the guys that work with me, that's what it's all about. Building a world where you have your own world. You know what I mean? And where she can come into your world. And if you see a pretty girl here, she got this, she got that, in terms of her body, her look, okay, you know, that's everywhere. You know, I know old women that walk around with a big butt. Like I know, you know, beautiful girls that are all over the place. You know, some are really goofy, some are really, you know, so the whole point is you have to shift your mentality from seeking the value to realizing that with the value you have, and you got to realize that's what's king, and you got to honor that. You got to nurture that. You got to water your garden. There's a lot of you guys out here watering her garden. You get what I'm saying? And the ladies understand. I mean, it goes the same way. The women tend to find themselves chasing a specific guy. Women tend to lock in on one dude. That's the problem for women. They lock in, and now they're doing the most for this dude, and he's probably treating them like trash in a lot of cases, or not giving them the energy that is reciprocal, and she's investing time into that. So for the guys and the women, you gotta understand the value you got is king, and that's what's special. Integrity, um, loyalty, focus. You know, as long as you're doing that, You know what I mean? We ain't worried about what they got because who cares? Number one, it's in abundance. They're not the only ones that got it. Number two, what is it doing for me? Like me talking to somebody and finding out they got a business, that's going to do way more for me than some girl with a great body. The most she can do for me is the sexual act. And the sexual act, once it's done, it's like, okay, what now what? You know what I mean? You know how many times guys finish a sexual act and they're like, I'm good. That's what you did all this for? Come on, man. That lets me know you weak, man. If you're doing all this, you spending all this money on dates and doing all this because of her body and her look, you're in scarcity, man. And it shows me you don't have enough value that you recognize within yourself. So you over here trying to water her garden and water this girl's garden and water this girl's garden, and then your garden looking dry and empty. You know what I mean? Or you like, well, I got money, I'm rich. Okay, so you got this big, beautiful garden, but you're not tending to it. You too busy trying to do their garden, and guess what? Your garden's going to suffer, right? Versus you just build, and you bring them to your garden. Hey, y'all can come plant some stuff over here, and then you building an empire. That's what I'm gonna start talking about moving forward. Empire building. You know what I'm saying? We're not just talking about one. We're talking about a tribe, right? That's an option. Everybody don't got to do that, but that's an option. That's when you start thinking macro instead of micro. Micro gets you into scarcity. So I'm gonna stop right there. That's some game for today. Make sure to like, subscribe. We dropping this all the time. You know what I mean? Make sure to check out the Patreon. That's where the course is at. And I'm gonna raise the price on the course because I really don't even want people to have the game, but I'm not gonna do it yet. So you can take advantage, or you just can keep checking out the videos and showing support. I appreciate it nonetheless. And I'll see y'all in the next video. It's the one and only 5D Attraction.